看到吗？那我们直播等一下就开始。在直播之前呢，我们都有一个小宣传活动。今天要宣传的是我们的 e-project， 就是我们的影音制作活动。那因为最近呢已经在我们的缴件期限，所以有以下几点事项要提醒大家。第一点就是你一定要报名。那如果你还没报名的话呢，可以到我们辅仁语网络学院的网页，然后呢，大家想象这里是一个网页，滑到下面有一个英语敲敲门的活动，点进去就会跳出我们的活动页面。那活动页面呢，在上面的地方有一个档案与连结，点进去之后呢，就会看到下面有报名表的连结。那报名表我们有分 A 跟 B，A 的话就是 e-news， 那 B 的话就是 e-story。所以呢，你要点正确的哦。如果你还没报名的话，记得一定要报名，就是照我刚刚的方法到我们的网站，然后点英语敲敲门，然后进去之后档案与连结里面的报名表，然后有分 A 跟 B， 那你记得不要报错。那提醒大家要缴件的话呢，就是把你的影片上传到 YouTube， 然后呢要设公开，然后把网址传到 ceweb.admin， 就是我们的Gmail， 然后呢传好之后呢，不能删除哦，就是你不要太快删除，因为评审要检查，所以呢，到学期结束之前都不能把影片删除或关闭。要记得哦，设分享，设公开，然后呢，把网址传到我们的 CEWeb 的 Gmail， 然后我们会回传确认收到的信件，那这样才算完成上传。对，那大家如果有问题的话呢，就可以到我们的信箱问，或者是到我们的粉丝团询问。那直播准备要开始喽，谢谢大家。
Hello everyone, welcome back to our Wednesday afternoon's live broadcast. I hope that after the midterm exams, everyone is now relaxed and you are all ready for some more English learning. Today we are going to be talking about something that is very close to my heart because it is a very scary and terrifying experience. Today we will be talking about public speaking. We will be talking about speech contests and of course how participating in speech contests is an interesting experience from a position of travel. Today I'm very pleased to invite a very special friend of mine. This is Ms. Sharon Lin. Okay? Say hi, Sharon.
Hi.
All right. For those of you who do not know, Sharon is a senior in the English department. Okay, Sharon is a freshman in the English department. Sometimes. She's young at heart. And Sharon is also a first prize winner, 一等奖 first prize winner of the 21st Century Cup, which is hosted in mainland China. She is, of course, a school sister of mine, and we're old friends in many ways. We've worked together on multiple occasions. And so we both have experience in public speaking and in speech contests, and we've both also traveled to Europe. And I think it's quite obvious to us that our travels have benefited us as public speakers, and our travels to do public speaking in mainland China is also a very special form of travel. And so today we'll be talking about these things. Don't forget, you can ask questions in the comments below. And of course, please direct your questions to the lovely lady beside me, okay, not to me, all right, today. She is, yeah, ask her. Okay, welcome Sharon.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think the first thing that I would like to ask you is, so can you tell us a little bit about the first time, your memories of public speaking?
First time public speaking? Maybe it's from when I was in kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
Because I was in a
play. You're wonderful.
I was in a play, yeah.
You were in a play.
Yeah.
And so how about the first time you remember traveling?
First time I remember...
Overseas.
Overseas. Overseas, I think it's when I'm graduating elementary school. We went to Indonesia, Bali Island.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And did you speak English there?
Yes.
Because
I don't speak Indonesian.
Yeah. Okay, good answer. All right, but we're trying to bring together two themes here today. We're talking about public speaking, and we're also talking about travel. And I think the students would be interested to know, for you, how are these two connected? How is public speaking connected to travel, and how is travel connected to public speaking for you?
That's a very good question. I think how public speaking connects to travel is, well, the first thing I think of is from the practical perspective, because when you travel to a place, especially when you don't speak the local language there, then I think you need to use either, I think, English or use your body language to communicate to people you meet. So I think it's a very important form of public speaking. And I think from my more mental perspective, I think is that when you're traveling, you learn more about yourself. And when you're at a foreign place or a place that you think you're familiar with, but actually you're not, it brings out another side of you. That side of you is also a part of you, but you didn't realize. Only when you go to some place new, I think the experience stimulates you to discover this side of you, and it really helps when you're talking to other people.
Public speaking, we're using a more broad form of it. We're talking in a more general sense. When you are talking outside to other people, you are communicating. And public speaking is, in this sense, a more general definition.
Yeah.
And I think yes, Sharon, it's a very good point that we develop ourselves through travel, and also we develop ourselves through public speaking. And I hope that for all of you students who are watching this, that you bear this in mind, that the experiences that you gain, I think, from travel makes you a better traveler, and it makes you a better public speaker. And your experience of talking English, of using English, will make you a better speaker, and it will make you a better traveler as well. These are the themes that I hope we have drawn, and we will continue to bring together. Today we're going to talk about a more narrow sense of public speaking, which is a speech contest. And both of us have traveled to mainland China to go to this big event, 21st century English-speaking competition. So there are photographs online of me, so I'm not going to show them today.
Very nice photos. Search it. Search Andrew, 21st Century Cup.
Going to show them today. Today we're going to show the photos of Sharon. Okay, so let's switch over here. Next slide, please. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so I think there are two parts here.
Yeah.
Sharon, what is happening here in this image?
What's it? You mean like a text analysis?
Yes, what is happening in this image? Yeah.
I was standing in front of the manor board kind of thing in front of the gates of Beijing Foreign Language University.
Mm-hmm.
Which
is where the competition was held, right?
Yeah.
北外.
That's the place. Yeah, 北外. And I think it was after I finished my semifinals or finals. Anyway, it's after I delivered my speech, so I look a lot more relaxed. Because I was stressed out during those days and I had a hard time falling asleep.
Yes, I think you look quite happy right here.
Yeah.
The slogan here, right, which is written in Chinese and in English, what does it make you think of? Students, if you can't see this, the English, it says, let the world hear you. Yeah, and what does that remind you of? What does that slogan mean to you?
I think it's an amazing slogan because maybe it's because I'm a more sensitive and sensitive person. So when I look at that slogan, I think of a lot of things that public speaking has brought me. Like I think being able to speak in public in front of either an audience or your friends, I think it's really a privilege to share your thoughts with other people, and I think talking in public really helps you relate to other people, and it somehow brings out that inner side of you that's really precious, and I think I really cherish the moment of speaking in public.
Did you feel that traveling to, this is 北外, so this is in the city of Beijing, yes. So did you feel that traveling to this city contributed to your experience of public speaking? So let's say this competition was held at Furen University, and compared to when you had to take a plane, right, and travel to a city that is foreign to you to give this speech, do you feel like you are talking to the world a little bit more? Do you feel that?
Well, definitely, because it's my first time in mainland China, and also not only it was my first time, but I had the chance to be in Beijing, which is the capital city of China. And if the competition was held in Furen University, I think the good side is that I might feel more relaxed because I feel at home. Yeah, but I think being to Beijing really adds to that sensation of being part of a public speaking competition because, as you mentioned, you're in a place that you don't know that much of. So when you're physically there, you have to try to settle down yourself and find. I don't know. I think it really adds the process of travel really adds to the feeling of you're here to let your voice be heard and you're here to share with other people your experience, and it was really amazing.
Yeah. So in your trip to Beijing, can you tell us a little bit about this journey? Did anything interesting happen?
A lot of things. Interesting things.
Anything, in particular that stands out? Yeah, for instance, I can think about it, but for me, my year, during the same competition, I went 3 years before Sharon did. We went to Xiamen. And my experience, it was also the first time I went to the mainland. But my experience was, because Xiamen is actually, in many ways, very similar in terms of the climate, right, in terms of the people. My experience when I went there is actually, it's more similar than I thought it would be. And the climate was okay, and I thought the weather was very nice when I was there.
Early spring?
It was early spring, yeah. And the important thing is that it is similar climate, similar weather to Taipei. And so when I flew from Taipei to Xiamen, it felt perfectly fine for me. And in many ways, I actually felt that it's a lot less intimidating than I thought. But Beijing is probably different.
Very different.
How was your experience?
Well, I think from weather it's really different because in early spring, I think Beijing is still pretty cold. Actually, one of my classmates, Kristen, who was an exchange student in Beijing Foreign Language University, told me that you have to bring your body lotion there. I said, why? Is it that serious, the weather condition? And she said that it would be really dry in early spring in Beijing. And I followed her suggestions, and I was so happy that I brought like a hand cream and body lotion because the weather I think it was not as humid as it was in Taiwan. So also the air quality was not so good. So yeah.
So you felt that the first day when you were in Beijing, is that right?
Yes.
You felt, so this is different from my experience. When I later went to Beijing that same year after the competition, 2013, I remember being there and remember the sky was completely clear.
Wow.
And I felt like Beijing is, people say that the air pollution is terrible in Beijing, but I felt it's not so bad. Actually, it's very beautiful, and they told me that it rained.
Yeah, Beijing is beautiful.
They told me that it had rained yesterday, the day before. So the day I arrived was actually the best day. And I was there for 3 days, I think. By the third day, I could see the smog outside.
Yeah, you can see the air.
Yeah, and you can feel it too. It's a very interesting experience. Traveling to do something for work. When you travel there to give an engagement, to do public speaking. And the experience is different if you go there just for fun.
Yeah.
Because you are there you have to be at your best. I think this is, you have to be.
Hopefully.
Yeah, you have to be at your best. And that is the feeling that you get as a public speaker who is traveling. And hopefully, yes.
Pretty much the same picture but different pose.
Yeah, it's much more relaxed. I can tell that you are very happy in this image. Okay, so are there any questions? Is anyone watching online?
Yes.
Yeah, anyone watching?
Yeah, of course.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you for watching.
Oh, thank you so much.
How many people are watching?
About 12.
12? Okay, 12 people. Wonderful. There will be more people, hopefully, later. But is there a question?
Yeah, there are many questions. And from Zhang Tingya.
Hi, Tingya.
Hi.
She asked,
Okay.
do you have any useful way not feel nervous in the contest?
Okay, so this is an issue of not feeling too nervous. I think it's very difficult, no matter. So, Sharon?
Well, I think maybe the first step is you